Today, we're taking a trip back to 1982, a year that forever changed the landscape of Oklahoma City and sent shockwaves through the entire U.S.
Oklahoma, 1982. The Oklahoma Sooners, freshman running back Marcus Dupree, is bulldozing defenders. Wayman Tisdale is averaging 27 points a game. Everything in Oklahoma City is a big party. Oil prices were soaring, new millionaires were being made daily, and the newly rich are spending money on everything from helicopters to nightclubs. At the center of this boom, located in a local shopping mall, was the unassuming creator of this whole event, Penn Square Bank.
Penn Square Bank is proud to be participating actively in the oil and gas business financing that we consider it to be the lifeblood of Oklahoma.
The major players at Penn Square were Bill Jennings, who bought the bank in 1975, and his charismatic understudy, Bill Patterson, who just a few years prior was known as Monkey Brains during his rowdy days at the University of Oklahoma. Patterson, who ran the oil and gas division at the bank, had good intentions, but was tumultuous, immature, and unorganized. Penn Square Bank became a major player in financing oil and gas exploration. They grew at an astronomical rate, lending billions to oil and gas operators. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Penn Square wasn't just lending money. They were selling loan participations, essentially shares of their oil and gas loans to larger out-of-state banks. These included giants like Continental of Chicago, Seattle First National, Chase Manhattan, and Michigan National. It was a high-risk and high-reward game, fueled by the seemingly endless rise of oil prices and a lax regulatory environment. Everyone was making money. Every local business was reaping the benefits of the booming local economy. Everyone involved felt invincible. Times were reckless. There were stories of Bill Patterson, known for his flamboyant style, drinking champagne from his cowboy boot, or drunkenly handing out loans written out on bar napkins. But the party couldn't last forever.
Let's try another bank, sure.
Pardon me, gentlemen. How would you like to get in on a deal where you can make thousands?
Oil wildcatters were walking out of the bank with millions in cash without any collateral or supporting loan documents. Bank examiners like Joe Hooks had raised red flags, but the bank continued its reckless lending. Local oil and gas pioneers like Robert Hefner and Carl Swan were also involved in problematic loans. Rumors were running wild.
Contrary to anything you might heard from rumors, we are open for business tomorrow as usual, and we'll be here Tuesday morning in business.
French Market Mall, Oklahoma City's Levi's specialist. Now partly cloudy skies, 91 degrees.
All oldies all the time on Oklahoma's legendary oldie station.
First National Center, Oklahoma City.
Baseball. It's the Oklahoma City 89ers versus
overturned flatbed truck luckily has been upright.
Penn Square officers drinking champagne from cowboy boots.
On July 5th, 1982, the doors of Penn Square Bank closed for good. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, or FDIC, stepped in. While insured depositors were paid, many large, uninsured depositors suffered significant losses.
I want you to get to your neighbors and tell them that FDIC is operating this bank. We've got $11 billion backing up your deposits.
Customers waited in line for hours and even days to try and recoup funds.
I have over $200,000 in that bank, and I'm down here to get $100,000 of it. And they tell us that we can get it today, then they'll give us a what you call a pink slip that will be accounts receivable. And as the bank liquidates and as they get their loans in, then we will receive, I understand, either all or a part of the balance.
Everybody had their hands out. Everything was for the taking. And now it's all over.
The numerous activities that went on at this bank that have criminal aspects to them far in excess of our expectations.
The fallout was immense. Penn Square's collapse triggered a domino effect, leading to failures of banks that had bought into risky loan participations.
The largest amount on the list is for $31.3 million. That's reportedly the amount of a note sold by Penn Square to Chase Manhattan Bank. Fortune magazine has said a $30 million note was made by this man, Robert Hefner, to Bill Patterson, a former Penn Square Bank vice president. The money wasn't repaid on time, and Fortune reported the $30 million was changed to $31.3 million when the note was sold to Chase.
This wasn't just an Oklahoma City problem. It was a national crisis that exposed deep flaws in banking regulations and practices. Bill Jennings walked away unscathed and spent the next 15 years as a civic volunteer. As for Bill Patterson, after being acquitted of local charges, he later pled guilty to federal bank fraud in his federal trial in 1988 and was sentenced to a 2-year prison term. The economic impact on Oklahoma City was severe, contributing to the state's oil bust of the 1980s. The Penn Square saga increased banking regulation in the years that followed and would eventually become a whole section covered in business school and the subject of 2 New York Times bestsellers. Do not forget to smash that like and follow button. Follow our page for more Oklahoma true crime tales.